Okay, so a little bit of preamble before the video proper starts. This is just an epilogue bit that is showing off a few things that I could not show off when recording the LP proper. So all this is a few hidden SD card spots and then showing off the upgrades like I said I would do. So if none of that interests you, this is not really an important update, but it is something I said I would do, and for the sake of completion, we're going to do it. So yeah, with that, let's get in the video proper. Okay, so our first spot here is right at the beginning of the game, actually. When you're in the parking garage, just turn right here at this corner and bam, there you go. Next up is after you defeat Magma Dopant, and you're here in this wide open area, and it's weird that nothing's there, but there is. You just have to go to this specific corner, and there you are. Next up is when you're on the way to fight Smilodon. It's when you're here at this toll section, I guess is what it is. You just look over here, and there you go. Next is, this one actually surprised me, and shoutouts to Dai for discovering this one. It's when you're on your way to fight Tortoise Yummy. You see this? Breakable wall. Didn't even know this game was capable of that, but yeah, here you go. And there's this big old room with some SD cards hidden in it. A lot of them, too, actually, so it's pretty nice. Next up is after you've sounded the alarm and you've killed the first set of goons. So, the control room place, just so you get a good look. And it's off to the side here is where you'll find your next spot of hidden SD cards. Next up is right before you're about to fight the T-Rex's Excel, just go the other way. And here you go, just a few hidden off to the side. Next up is when you're on your way to get the trigger memory. Again, just hug the wall, go around here, and there you are. Next up, the Conveyor Room, where you have to save 01. Did you know that these crates were breakable? Because I didn't for the longest time. I thought they were just in your way, and you had to deal with it. But no, you can break all of them. So, real quick here, we're just going to take care of all these goons, as you do. And I don't know why Excel didn't go forward there, but you know. So yeah, quick work of everything because Excel's great. And here at the very end, yeah, these crates you see right in front of us, well, after you've taken care of the goons and you drop the force field, just break these crates, and there you go. Also, I think this is the same conveyor where the cutscene where you save 01 plays, which is funny. Next up is when you're about to fight this giant thing. This one is totally obvious, and I can't believe I missed it all this time. Just walk away over here to this corner of the room, and there you go. More SD cards. And last but not least, here we are. This place that I complained about that the game just kind of steals SD cards from you on. And I'm going to knock out 2 for 1 here because we're playing as Date. Figured I would show off... well, we're not playing as Date just yet. We're playing as Godo. But we'll be playing as Date soon, if I'm remembering this recording right. But yeah, so just take care of this first group of enemies real quick. Because here's the thing, if you start platforming now, then you'll trigger the enemies and you have to fight them regardless, and that's annoying. So yeah, take care of just that group, do not keep going forward. And now we're going to check our way back, and yeah, here's where we suit up as Proto-Birth. And it's actually convenient the game wanted us to be him here because, yeah, it also shows off another gimmick of his he has that I didn't get a chance to show off proper. And that's that he has the same sort of traversing skills as Luna Joker. So, yeah, his crane arm, same thing. So, using that crane arm, we will get these SD card slots. And see, I was not lying. They are up here, and they do despawn if you move too far forward, which is messed up. Why would you do that? And yes, I'm aware there are other buildings than just this line that you can grapple to. But as far as I'm aware, nothing's hidden on them, so it's just a waste of time. So, yeah, not going to bother. And there you go. After getting those, we've triggered the enemies, and even if you try and walk back, invisible wall, so you have no choice but to fight. Oh well. Alright, so, now for showing off upgrades. I'm going to do all these with the World's Best Boss Accelerate equipped, you know, just for convenience. And yeah, just going to do this in survival mode, because it's the quick and simplest way to do it. So, yeah, we're going to go character by character, form by form. First up is 01. His are mainly focused around increasing his DPS. So he gets attack up medium, max RP up medium, which means he can attack longer, and then his most important upgrade, which is his unique attack, it goes up 2 levels through the upgrades, which means you can charge it and do cool stuff with it. And doing it raw is really inconvenient, but you can see It's good stuff. By the way, a little bit of tech that I didn't go over with 01 in the LP proper because I forgot, and I don't think I show it off in these recordings, mainly because I probably forgot. But fun fact, if you go from his triangle attack into the unique attack, you don't have to charge up his long for it because he already has a sword drawn, so he doesn't need to do the sword draw animation, and that's a pretty good touch, so working it into your combos is a lot simpler that way. Surprised that the devs thought of that, but I'm glad they did. It was cool. So next up, we're going to be switching to Flying Falcon, and pretty simple too. Strong attack RP consumption goes down, attack goes up by a small bit, max RP goes up by a long bit, so you can fly for way longer. And probably the most important upgrade is that the unique attack gets upgraded. Like, you shoot way more air bullets, they fly out in a wider spread, and that's just for the ground version. The more important upgrade, though, is actually for the air version, which I'll be showing off in a sec. But essentially, if you don't know, it's the dash attack that Flying Falcon has. And normally, yeah, there we go. And normally, it travels only a very short distance, but after the upgrade, it flies super far, and it's really cool for combos. So that's the most important upgrade. Very nice. I love it. So, yeah, we're just gonna finish off Magma Dopant here with what we can. There we go. I'm not sure why Shotaro talked there, but okay. Anyway, so next we have Shining Assault Hopper. His are the most basic out of all these upgrades. Basically, his upgrades are all just based around you being able to attack for longer. So his attack power goes up, his RP goes up by a lot actually, and his teleport slash gets strengthened in terms of strength, which is nice. So yeah, nothing like super unique or special here. Just generally makes the form better at what it does, and you know, sometimes that's all you need and all you can really ask for. So good stuff. Why does Shotaro keep talking? That's weird. I didn't notice that while recording because I was busy fighting. But yeah, huh? You think 01 would beat the one talking? Yeah. Strange. Alright, so last but not least, we have my favorite form here, Middle Cluster Hopper. His defense goes up by a tiny bit, his armor attack goes up by a way a lot, and his R1 attacks go up by 2 levels, meaning you can charge them and they do much cooler stuff. The most useful one is the Swarm attack, but you can also charge up his Rider Kick here, which does a great deal of damage and also does a lot of armor attack if you manage to fully charge it up. And then there's the Swarm, which gets like double the reach and also lasts for a little bit longer and does more damage. So very convenient, very nice for zoning. And yeah, by the way, if you were wondering if upgrades affect final forms in this game at all, they do not, sadly. Another reason why final forms really aren't all that great here. Such a shame. So next we're gonna go to Date here, and his are... I'm not even sure what they were thinking with his upgrades. I guess just to generally make him better, because like his defense goes up by a tiny bit, his armor attack goes up by a good amount. Specifically, his square move goes up by a little bit of attack power, and then his R1 grappling arm takes less RP, so I guess the idea is to do the basic punch, punch, punch grapple combo over and over again? I guess? Whatever. He sucks. That's all you need to know. So, there you go. That's all the Proto-Birth gameplay you're gonna get. So, now on to the proper Birth. His upgrades, very clear focus. Make gun better. Gun is better. RP goes up, attack goes up, and the RP consumption of the gun goes way down. So, by the way, for the aerial version, I think the upgrades make the explosion radius a little larger, but maybe that's just placebo effect. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, no, they very much want you to focus on using gun and focusing on gun and making gun good. So, yeah, easy stuff. Alright, now we're on to one of the big ones. Oh, so first and foremost is Tataba, which is just mainly upgrading his general offense. His attack goes up by a good amount. He's got 2 upgrades to devote to that. His heavy attack RP consumption goes down, which is nice. And then his Dimension Slash move, it just does extra damage, and I could have swore it does like this weird time stop effect when you hit people with it, but I guess not. Maybe that's for some reason specifically in the campaign and not here in survival mode, but whatever. Upgrade applies to both the aerial and ground versions, so yeah, there you go. That's Tataba. Not bad upgrades, but you know. Alright, so now we're going to go to Gatakiriba, and Gatakiriba's upgrades are actually really cool. Max RP up, attack up, strong attack up, so you can charge it. That's his lightning move for both his... I think the aerial one, it just gets stronger, but the ground one you can specifically charge. And then the coolest upgrade I'll show off later. Here I'm just trying to show off armor damage and also generally try to just get magma down a bit before I go into Gatakiriba. So, yeah, you know. Sorry for wasting time, but I just wanted to make double sure about Dimension Blade's properties too. Which I eventually do just give up and go screw it. Yeah, here we go. So yeah, coolest upgrade. When am I going to show it off? I actually don't remember because I recorded this a little bit. Here we go. You can now make 4 clones instead of just 2. And look at them go. They're shredding his armor gauge. That's pretty dope. Sadly, I don't think it unlocks some super secret EX attack. Unless somebody knows something I don't, in which case, hey, by all means, pass on that knowledge. I would love to show it off somehow at some point. That'd be great. But yeah, now we're just gonna, you know, generally just beat up this guy who's got a Gatakiriba. So. Alright, so now we're on to the best form, Sogozo. And, yeah, Sogozo just gets more better at everything. You can now charge up his heavy and unique attacks. So that's the charges, or the rushing move, where you can power through people. And also the rocket punch, and his armor attack goes way up, which still makes him the best armor breaker in this game, if you ask me. But yeah, I love these upgrades. They just add to the fun factor of Sogozo. So, yeah, enjoy me just ramming people. Like, look at that. That's so cool. I love this form. Okay, so now Tajidor. 2 attack upgrades, so DPS is even better. The RP consumption on the fireball spam attack, it goes down, which is very nice. And last but not least, his Phoenix Feather attack. You gain more lock-on targets, so I'll show that off in a sec. But yeah, again, just another set of upgrades that just makes him better at what he does, and you know, that's really all you need sometimes. Like, here we go. Peacock Feathers. Bam. Look at how much that shredded his HP. Like, oh my gosh. Good stuff. Alright, next up is Brock Hawani, and again, just more better stuff, and I also wanted to show off just how good aerial Peacock Feathers is. Like, Jesus, look at that. Anyway. Strong attack RP consumption down. Attack goes up, armor attack goes up, and the snakehead thing, that attack, it gets a little bit stronger. So, you know, just general buffs. This form was already OP as it was, so it's not like it needs much more. So yeah, just enjoy me punching a Triceratops, I guess. Although I guess, thinking about it, the strong attack RP down is probably the most important upgrade here because it makes that aerial version of it even better than it already is. So you can keep shredding at HP with not much worry, like here we go. Well, yeah, look at that. Much better than what it was before, and you can keep going with it too, so that's nice. Good stuff there. That's probably the most important upgrade out of all of them, honestly. Alright, so now, Mukachiri, what does one of the best forms in this game get? Well, you can now charge both the strong and unique attacks, and also the armor attack goes up by a way bunch, and for some reason, defense up small. I'm not sure why that's there. I guess they just couldn't think of what else to give it. But yeah, fun upgrades. Not necessary, but fun to play around with when you're just beating up mooks. Like, look at that. Like, the hitbox on the charge version of the ground strong attack, dude. Just like, Jesus, it's ridiculous. Okay, so next is Shouta, which is the upgrades you would exactly want. So RP consumption on the water attacks goes down, attack goes up by a small bit, RP goes up by a lot, and the unique attack RP consumption goes down by a lot. So again, just makes your already good long-range pokes even better. It's exactly what you would want. So good to see the designers here were smart and knew what these forms' main functions were, you know. So. Also, by the way, look at how much HP the Tortoise's mace took off me, even with the frickin' World's Best Boss Accelerator equipped. Like, I think that's some of the highest damage in this game. Like, that's ridiculous. Like, I don't blame anybody who dies to Tortoise Yummy. I really don't, because he hurts. Hurts a lot. And no, you can't stop the turtle spin. I have tried many a way. Unless someone knows something I don't, then, you know. Alright, and last but not least for O's is La Tarata. Pretty good stuff. Max RP up goes up by a whole lot because he's got 2 upgrades dedicated to it. His strong attack RP consumption goes down, which, you know, so you can keep doing Meme Kick and also Teleport Dash, which is great because those are like 2 of the best attacks in the game. And then this, Solar Flare goes way up in radius and power. Like, that's amazing. I love that upgrade. Good shit. Good stuff from La Tarata here. And I think here is where I try to just demonstrate that upgrades don't affect final forms, because you would get this same exact result even if you had no upgrades. So, yeah. Yeah, no difference. And also, I just wanted to beat a Buva, you know. And since we're here, might as well just finish off Kazari, right? I mean, it's easier to do that than to cancel out and just start all over again, so like, I could do so much better armor attack with, like, Sagozo here. It just, Man, Final Forms really needed something better, you know? Or with that, you know, Mukachiri. Anyway, bye, Kazari. Alright, so now on to Drive. Excel Booster is weird to me, because, okay, you can charge up the unique attack, that's all well and good, fine, whatever, similar to Flying Falcon, right? Attack goes up by a small bit, that's fine, okay, sure. Max P goes up by a good amount, okay, also great, because, you know, more flight and stuff. But then, like, one of the upgrades is armor attack up small, which is strange to me, because, like, I don't think this form is supposed to be the armor breaker form for Excel, because, like, base Excel is way better at it. Again, unless someone knows some hidden tech I don't know about. Like, maybe the charged up, like, this move, like, maybe it's better for armor break? I don't know, I don't think it is. But yeah, that's what it is. So, on to base Excel, and I get the idea behind their upgrades, but I don't really approve. They're all just based around making full throttle mode a little bit less bad, because your max RP goes up by a small bit. Your unique attack consumption goes down by a small bit, which is nice and makes the infinite even more of an infinite, so that's a pretty alright one. Max RP goes up by a large bit, which again, that's also kind of nice. So, you know. He's got 2 upgrades based on max RP, so great, fantastic. But then, like, his last one is full throttle mode RP consumption down by a large amount, which in theory is nice, but it still doesn't make full throttle mode last long enough to make it worth anything. You get me? So, I don't know. Anyway, here I tried to do something that Nico wanted to see at one point, but the armor came back too fast, so not really worth. Oh well. I will show it off in the next fight. Because it's probably the most fun I have with full throttle mode, honestly. So. So here we go. What is the most fun you can have with full throttle? Well, get a group of enemies all gathered around, like so. Go into flight mode here. Fly all the way to the top of the screen. Switch to Excel. Immediately go into full throttle mode, and then just dive bomb. It doesn't do anything extra, but it's fun. And you know, that's all you need sometimes. And honestly, the dive attack is probably full throttle's best move. So, like, I guess if you're surrounded, going into full throttle real quick and then just doing that is nice, but otherwise, yeah, I still don't really like full throttle mode. Would have preferred a different gimmick for Excel, honestly, but oh well. So next up is Joker, and Joker's upgrades are good. They're exactly what you would want. An armor attack upgrade, a regular attack upgrade, both are good, and then 2 upgrades devoted to his R1 attack, which is the Rider Punch. So look at that huge shockwave you can do, it's so good. And, you know, the ground one is nice and all, makes for some decent mid-range pokes, but where it really shines is actually the aerial one, which I will show off next fight, because I wanted to focus on how nice this was. Not very good for your combo rating, but still nice. So here we are doing that same fight again, and we're going to focus on the aerial one this time. Check it. Oh, that is such a huge shockwave compared to the regular. Again, not very nice for comboing, but for just general AoE, oh yeah, very nice. And you can see that compared to the non-charged one. Yeah, very, very nice, very fun. I really do enjoy the upgrades for Joker. They're great. So yeah, let's just finish this off, and then we can move on to the next one. Alright, next is Fang Joker, which again, just general upgrade forms. Exactly what you want. Armor attack up, regular attack up, And then you can charge his unique attacks and strong attacks, which are nice. Not really amazing, but nice. So yeah, you can charge up the boomerang throw, and then also you can charge up the move where he rushes forward and claws people. So, not ideal to the way I play Fang Joker, but I could see people who don't really care about comboing getting some enjoyment out of this. So, you know, not bad. Yeah, and don't think you can combo into the charge attacks either, or at least I haven't found a way to reliably do that. So, which is a shame, but, you know, they're there. If you just want raw hit damage, you know, sure. Alright, so now on to the last big boy. Here we have Double, and ooh man, we got a lot to go through. So, with Cyclone Joker, max RP up, 2 upgrades devoted to that, which is great. And the other 2 upgrades devoted to upgrading his unique attack, which is the Tornado and also the Teleport Kick. The Tornado is the one that benefits from it most, because it lasts for longer, does more hits, and moves forward a little bit. So it's actually a pretty decent armor shred move, and also some decent AoE. But yeah, it for someone who likes to do switch-up combos like I do a lot of times, the Teleport Kick, oh yeah, having that cost less, very nice. Next up is Heat Joker, which is pretty much the same as normal Joker's upgrades. So the Rider Punch gets upgraded twice, so you've seen all that already. And then instead of 1 armor attack and 1 regular attack upgrade, it's 2 armor attack upgrades. So, you know, just to further the point of it being an armor breaker. So, yeah. I will proceed to show those off. I do love, too, that the flame version of the Rider Punch makes people flinch, too. That is nice, instead of just sending them flying. I actually do think that makes it more useful overall than the just Joker version. Alright, Luna Joker, man. Oh, if you guys thought Luna Joker was terrifying before, the upgrades make it even more so. 2 attack upgrades, an upgrade dedicated specifically to its strong attack, which is the sweep moves that deal a ton of hits, and then unique attack RP consumption down. So this thing becomes an unrelenting force of DPS, and I love it. Oh, yes. Like, no upgrades, it was already scary. Now, oh, unmatched in DPS. Love it. Alright, so going a little bit out of order here. Next, we're actually going to do Heat Metal, for a specific reason you'll see later. Heat Metal's upgrades, they work, but they're not my favorite. Defense up small, that's fine. Armor attack up large, that's good, because it's supposed to be armor breaking. But then, like, charging up the strong attacks, which is like the baseball bat move, and then also that, which, you know, that one works fine, but this, like, I guess it's okay if you want a general just get off me move, but like, the base one does that kind of fine. So, I don't know. Maybe if you just want big damage out of it for some reason. But yeah, that's Heat Metal, so it's not bad, but not how I would optimally want it. I do like, though, how the flame at the end of the shaft gets bigger, though, the longer you charge it. That is a nice touch. So there you go. Easy peasy. Alright, next up is Luna Metal, and this just feeds into my theory that even the devs didn't really know what the point of Luna Metal was, because, like, okay, defense up small, that's fine. Normal attack up large, like, okay, I guess. And then unique attack, which is where it spins its shaft around and makes it stretchy, the offense on that goes up by a little bit, which, like, okay, I guess. And then strong attack RP consumption goes down, which leads me to think that this form is mainly meant for two things. A, when enemies are in a straight line in front of you, like I've said with the LP before, which, I mean, I guess, but you have other ways of dealing with that. And then two, specifically on giant enemies like this, where you can do shit like this and do more damage. And I think there's one other maneuver I show off at the end of this fight, too, which is pretty cool, if I remember this correctly. We'll see. But yeah, again, Luna Metal, like, it's not like it's an out-and-out horrible form to play as or something, but it's just outshined by literally everything else, you know? So, I don't get it. But yeah, here. Like, that is actually useful and pretty cool. But that kind of situation does not come up very often, so sorry, Luna Metal. Alright, here we go. Now we can show off my favorite set of upgrades, which is Cyclone Metal, actually, for a very specific reason, even though it's not very practical, and that is, okay, so the main reason is that strong attack gets 2 upgrades, which is really awesome. It also gets max RP up small, and also max RP up large, which is really cool. But yeah, boom, look at that. You can shoot off, I think that was when he did the stag finisher in the show, which not only does decent armor damage, but also can group and hit multiple enemies, which is very useful. It's not very practical in this specific fight, but it's still very nice, and it's cool, and it's probably one of the more, or if not the most unique upgrade in this game, and that's why I really like it. So, yeah. Props to this. It's fun. It's enjoyable. It's a nice nod to the show. I wish there were other gadget maximum drives. There we go, I was blanking for a sec. I wish there were other gadget maximum drives that were used in this game, but sadly not to be. Alright, next up, Cyclone Trigger, and again, just makes it better at what it does. Max RP goes up, it's got 2 upgrades dedicated to that. Unique attack RP consumption goes down, and strong attack RP consumption goes down, so it's literally just like with Birth, just keep using gun. That's the focus, that's what you should be doing with this form. And yeah. This is one of the most useful forms in the game, and these upgrades make it even better, so. Like, look at that. God. So much damage. Had I had a full bar, that would have just ended him right there. Please stop. There we go. And now for Heat Trigger. Or wait, do we do Luna Trigger next? I think I was having a hard time deciding here. Because of the group of enemies we're fighting. Yeah, I did Luna Trigger. Okay. Luna Trigger makes its 2 best moves even better. So it's attack up small, which is okay. Attack up large, which is also nice. and the strong attack RP consumption goes down, and lock-on number goes way up. Which, you know, again, its gun moves are its best moves, so make them even better. Which, you know, good. Great. Although, fun fact, by the way, I wasn't recording when this happened, but I did discover that the aerial strong attack for Luna Joker, if you spam it too much, it does have a chance of soft locking the game. Did not know that for the longest time, and then I kind of just ran into it on accident, and yeah. So, note for you guys, if you haven't played this game yet, or if you haven't run into that yet, be careful. So, okay. We're saving the best gun form for last, and that is Heat Trigger. So... bam! So what does Heat Trigger do? Again, just general what you want. 2 armor attack upgrades, amazing. Strong attack RP consumption down, and unique attack upgrade. So it makes the flame bullet better and charge faster, even if only by a little bit, and it makes it so you can use the flamethrower attack, which is its best move, even longer. So, good stuff. Good stuff to have all around. And oh my god, Uva has the power of moving slightly to the left. I can't hit him. And what happened with the hitbox there? What the heck? Oh. For some reason, Uva is the hardest guy to shoot. Good lord. What was that? That was point blank. That shit. What? Oh. Whatever. Is he just immune to bullets? Can this man just not be stopped? There we go. Alright, so let's end this video off with one final round against Kazari. And that'll be the end of this LP. So, to end this off, I just want to say thanks again to everyone who watched. Thanks to all the people who commented on it. It was a lot of fun. Thanks to everyone who participated in the thread. Thank you to my co-commenters. You all did great, especially since for a few of you it was your first time doing anything like that. And in many cases, you guys even outshined me, so double jelly. But yeah, so just thank yous all around. This one was really fun. I think it might even be one of, if not my favorite Let's Play now that I've done. So yeah, it'll always be a good memory in my mind. So very grateful to you all, to anyone who contributed or just watched along. So yeah. And you know, look forward to more Kamen Rider reviews by me and Ryo in the future. I know nobody listens to those podcasts, but hey, you know, we have fun talking about them and recording them, so. Besides, you guys would just tell us our opinions are bad anyway, so, but no. So, but yeah. Don't know what game I'll do next, but maybe it'll be Toku related, maybe not. I don't know. I tend to focus on tie-in games, you know, so. We'll see. Alright, and that's the end of Kazari. So with that, guys, that was the final fight of not just this mode, but of this LP in general. So thank you yet again for watching, and I'll see you all in whatever I do next.